Picture this: you step into a friend's home, and instantly a wave of calm washes over you. The air feels fresh, the surfaces gleam softly, and every corner seems to whisper warmth and order. There's no clutter, no chaos, just a space that feels like a hug. Now, imagine that friend is a vibrant senior, someone in their 60s, 70s, or even 90s, who somehow keeps their home this way without spending hours scrubbing or stressing. How do they do it? The secret isn't magic or endless energy. It's a handful of simple, intentional habits that transform their homes into havens of peace, day after day. If you're a senior or know someone who is looking to maintain a tidy, welcoming home without the overwhelm, you're in the right place. Today, I'm sharing 6 daily habits that seniors with spotless homes swear by. These aren't exhausting chores or complicated routines. They're small, thoughtful actions that fit seamlessly into your life, saving you time and energy while keeping your home a place of joy. Stick with me because by the end, I'll reveal a surprising habit that can make your home feel instantly more serene, and it's something most people never think about. Before we dive in, if you love practical tips and inspiring stories, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And let me know in the comments, type 1 if you're excited to learn these habits, or 0 if you're skeptical but willing to give it a try. Your feedback helps me create content that truly supports you. Let's get started with the first 2 habits that make all the difference. Habit 1: they tidy as they go. The one-touch rule. One of the most powerful habits seniors with consistently clean homes practice is what I call the one-touch rule. It's a simple mindset: when you handle something, deal with it once and put it where it belongs. Imagine you're in your cozy living room sipping coffee and reading the morning paper. When you're done, instead of leaving the mug on the table or the paper strewn across the couch, you take them with you as you move to the kitchen. The mug goes straight to the sink, the paper to the recycling bin. It takes seconds, but it prevents clutter from ever taking root. This habit is a game changer because it stops messes before they start. Seniors like Margaret, an 81-year-old widow who lives alone in a charming cottage, rely on this to keep their spaces pristine. Margaret shared with me that after her husband passed, she found herself overwhelmed by the idea of keeping up their home. But then she started practicing the one-touch rule. "I don't let things sit," she says with a smile. "If I use a plate, I rinse it right away. If I bring in the mail, I sort it on the spot." Her home feels like a sanctuary, not because she's constantly cleaning, but because she's mastered the art of handling things once. Why does this work so well for seniors? First, it's energy efficient. At 60, 70, or beyond, you may not have the stamina for marathon cleaning sessions, and the one-touch rule eliminates the need for them. A few seconds here and there add up to a home that's always in order. Second, it reduces mental clutter. Piles of dishes or scattered papers can weigh on your mind, creating stress that affects your well-being. By addressing items immediately, you free up mental space for what matters, whether that's spending time with grandchildren, enjoying a hobby, or simply relaxing. But here's the deeper insight. The one-touch rule isn't just about tidiness. It's about reclaiming control. For seniors facing health challenges or lifestyle changes like arthritis or limited mobility, a cluttered home can feel like a reminder of limitations. By adopting this habit, you're not just keeping your space clean, You're asserting independence and creating an environment that supports your health. A tidy home reduces tripping hazards, lowers stress, and even improves air quality by keeping dust at bay. To make this habit stick, start small. Pick one area like your kitchen or living room and commit to putting things away as you use them for just 1 week. Notice how it feels to walk into a space that's always ready for you. For example, when you finish breakfast, don't leave the cereal box out, pop it back in the pantry. When you take off your shoes, place them in their spot by the door. These tiny actions create a ripple effect, keeping your home inviting without draining your energy. If you're already practicing this or plan to try it, drop Habit 1 in the comments. I'd love to hear how it's working for you or what challenges you face. Your stories inspire me to keep sharing tips that make a difference. Habit 2. They master the 5-minute fix. The second habit seniors with stress-free clean homes rely on is what I call the 5-minute fix. It's a twist on the 2-minute rule you may have heard about, but tailored for seniors who want quick, impactful results without overexertion. The idea is simple. If a task takes 5 minutes or less, do it right away. Think wiping down the bathroom sink, after brushing your teeth, tossing junk mail into the recycling, or straightening the throw pillows on your sofa. These micro-tasks prevent small messes from snowballing into overwhelming ones. Take Robert, a 76-year-old retired teacher who lives in a small apartment. Robert's place is always spotless, and when I asked his secret, he chuckled and said, "I don't let little things wait." After dinner, he spends a minute rinsing dishes before they crust over. When he notices a smudge on the coffee table, he grabs a cloth and wipes it in seconds. These 5-minute fixes mean he rarely faces a daunting pile of chores. His home feels like a retreat, not a to-do list. Why is this habit so effective? It's rooted in the science of habit formation. Small actions done consistently build momentum and become second nature. For seniors, this is especially powerful because it respects physical limits. 5 minutes of tidying won't exhaust you, but it can transform how your home feels. Plus, it ties directly to health. A clean sink reduces the risk of bacteria in the kitchen, which is crucial if you're managing a chronic illness. A clear countertop makes meal prep easier, supporting better nutrition. And a tidy space can lower cortisol levels, helping you feel calmer in a world that sometimes feels chaotic. Here's the key difference from the original 2-minute rule. The 5-minute fix gives you a bit more flexibility, which is perfect for seniors who might move a little slower or need a moment to rest. It's not about rushing, it's about taking control in small, deliberate bursts. For example, after reading a book, take a minute to slip it back onto the shelf. When you bring in groceries, put away the perishables immediately, even if the rest waits a bit. These quick wins add up, creating a home that feels effortlessly cared for. To start, try picking one 5-minute fix each day. Maybe it's wiping down the kitchen counter after breakfast, or folding a blanket after watching TV. Set a timer if it helps, and notice how these small efforts make your space feel lighter. Over time, you'll find yourself doing these fixes without thinking, and your home will reflect that calm, organized energy. If you're ready to give the 5-minute fix a try, comment Habit 2 below and share what task you'll start with. Your engagement keeps this community thriving, and I can't wait to hear how these habits work for you. Habit 3. They do a nightly reset for a fresh start. One of the most transformative habits seniors with consistently clean homes practice is the nightly reset. This isn't about deep cleaning or spending hours tidying up before bed. It's a quick 5 to 10-minute routine that sets your home up for a peaceful tomorrow. Imagine waking up to a kitchen with clear counters, a living room with fluffed pillows, and no stray items cluttering your space. Now contrast that with the sinking feeling of facing yesterday's dishes, scattered newspapers, or a jumbled entryway first thing in the morning. The nightly reset is like a gift you give your future self, ensuring you start each day with calm and clarity. Take Evelyn, a 69-year-old grandmother who lives in a cozy condo. Despite a busy schedule of volunteering and hosting family dinners, her home always feels welcoming. Her secret. Every night before heading to bed, she spends a few minutes resetting her space. She clears the kitchen sink, folds the throw blanket on her couch, and does a quick sweep to ensure nothing's out of place. "It's not about perfection," Evelyn told me. "It's about making my mornings feel lighter. When I wake up to a tidy home, I feel ready to take on the day." This habit is especially powerful for seniors because it aligns with both physical and emotional health. Physically, a quick reset doesn't demand much energy, perfect for those with arthritis fatigue or other health concerns. It's just a few minutes of light activity, like straightening cushions or wiping a counter, which can even double as gentle movement to keep you active. Emotionally, it reduces the mental load of waking up to chaos, which can be particularly draining if you're managing stress from relationships or chronic illnesses. A tidy home can lower anxiety, improve focus, and even boost your mood, setting a positive tone for the day. Here's how it works in practice before bed. Take a short walk through your main living areas. Put away any stray items, a book left on the table, a pair of glasses on the counter. Wipe down high-use surfaces like the kitchen island or bathroom sink. Straighten anything that feels out of place, like a crooked rug or a pile of mail. The goal isn't a spotless house, it's a space that feels cared for. For example, if you've had a long day and only have energy for one task, focus on clearing the kitchen sink. It's amazing how much a clean kitchen can lift your spirits the next morning. To make this habit stick, tie it to an existing routine like brushing your teeth or locking the front door. Start with just 1 or 2 tasks and gradually build up. If you live with others, involve them. A spouse or visiting family member can pitch in, making it a shared ritual that strengthens relationships. For instance, Evelyn's husband sometimes joins her putting away dishes, while she tidies the living room, turning it into a moment of connection. This habit not only keeps your home clean, but also fosters a sense of teamwork and shared pride in your space. The health benefits are worth noting too. A clutter-free home reduces tripping risks, which is critical for seniors concerned about falls. It also minimizes dust buildup, improving air quality for those with respiratory issues. By making this a nightly habit, you're not just maintaining your home, you're creating an environment that supports your physical and emotional well-being. If you're ready to try the nightly reset, comment Habit 3 below and share what small task you'll start with tonight. Your stories keep this community vibrant, and I'm excited to hear how this works for you. Habit 4. They prioritize high-impact areas. Seniors with stress-free clean homes don't aim for perfection in every corner. They focus on keeping high-impact areas clutter-free and inviting. These are the spaces you use: most like the kitchen, living room, or entryway that set the tone for your entire home. When these areas are tidy, the whole house feels organized, even if a guest room or closet isn't pristine. This habit is about working smarter, not harder, and it's a lifesaver for seniors who want to conserve energy while maintaining a welcoming space. Consider Harold, a 73-year-old who lives in a small house with his wife. Harold used to feel overwhelmed trying to keep every room spotless, especially after a knee surgery limited his mobility. Then he shifted his focus to 3 key areas: the kitchen counters, the living room coffee table, and the front hallway. I realized those are the places people notice he shared. When they're clear, the whole house feels clean. Now Harold spends a few minutes each day ensuring these spots are tidy, wiping down the counters after breakfast, clearing magazines from the table, and keeping shoes neatly lined up by the door. His home feels warm and organized, even if the spare room has a pile of unfolded laundry. This habit works because it's strategic. High-impact areas are the ones you and your guests interact with most, so keeping them clear creates an immediate sense of order. For seniors, this is especially practical. It reduces the physical and mental effort of cleaning while maximizing results. A tidy kitchen counter makes cooking healthier meals easier, which is vital for managing conditions like diabetes or heart health. A clear entryway reduces stress when you walk in the door, especially if you're juggling doctor's appointments or family visits. And a clutter-free living room creates a relaxing space for socializing or unwinding, which supports mental health and relationships. To adopt this habit, identify your high-impact areas. Walk through your home and notice where your eyes land first. Maybe it's the dining table where you eat every meal, or the sofa where you watch TV. Focus on keeping those spaces clear and clean daily. For example, after dinner, take a moment to wipe down the dining table and push in the chairs. If you get a lot of mail, set up a small sorting station by the door to keep it from piling up. If mobility is a challenge, use tools like a lightweight handheld vacuum or a long-reach duster to make tidying easier. This habit also ties into lifestyle choices. By prioritizing key areas, you're creating a home that reflects your values, whether that's hosting friends, enjoying quiet evenings, or simply feeling in control. It's not about having a showroom-perfect house. It's about crafting a space that supports your life. For instance, Harold's tidy hallway makes it easier for his grandkids to visit, safely strengthening those precious family bonds. If you're ready to focus on your high-impact areas, comment habit 4 below and let me know which space you'll tackle first. Your engagement helps me keep sharing tips that make your life easier and more joyful. Habit 5. They embrace daily maintenance. Over deep cleaning, seniors with effortlessly tidy homes don't rely on exhausting weekend cleaning marathons. Instead, they embrace daily maintenance, small, consistent actions that keep their spaces in check without ever feeling overwhelming. Think of it like tending a garden. A little weeding each day keeps the weeds from taking over, so you never face an overgrown mess. This habit is about staying ahead of clutter and grime with quick, manageable tasks that fit into your routine, leaving you more time for what brings you joy. Whether that's catching up with a friend, pursuing a hobby, or simply relaxing in a space that feels cared for. Take Clara, an 82-year-old who lives in a cozy apartment filled with mementos from her travels. Despite her love for sentimental items, her home never feels cluttered. Her secret? She spends 10 to 15 minutes each day on maintenance tasks that prevent big messes. After breakfast, she wipes down the kitchen counters to keep crumbs at bay. While watching her evening news, she folds any laundry fresh from the dryer. If she notices a dusty shelf, she gives it a quick swipe with a microfiber cloth. It's not about doing everything at once, Clara says with a twinkle in her eye. It's about keeping things from piling up. Her home feels like a warm embrace, not because she's scrubbing for hours, but because she's built a rhythm of small daily efforts. Why is daily maintenance so effective for seniors? First, it's gentle on the body. Long cleaning sessions can be taxing, especially if you're dealing with joint pain fatigue or other health challenges. Short bursts of activity, like sweeping the floor for 5 minutes or tidying a drawer, are far more manageable and can even double as light exercise supporting mobility and heart health. Second, it's a mental health booster. A home that's consistently tidy reduces the stress of facing a daunting to-do list, which is especially important if you're navigating emotional challenges like loneliness or loss. A 2023 study from the Journal of Environmental Psychology found that orderly environments can lower cortisol levels, helping you feel calmer and more in control key for seniors aiming to maintain emotional well-being. Here's how to make daily maintenance work for you. Pick a few small tasks that fit your energy level and schedule. For example, after meals, take a minute to wipe down surfaces to prevent grease buildup. If you're doing laundry, fold it as soon as it's dry to avoid wrinkles and piles. If mobility is limited, focus on tasks you can do seated, like sorting mail or dusting a nearby table. The key is consistency, not perfection. Even on days when you're feeling low, doing just one small task, like clearing the coffee table, can make a difference. Over time, these efforts compound, keeping your home in a state of calm without the need for deep cleaning. This habit also ties directly to health and lifestyle. A clean kitchen supports better nutrition by making meal prep easier, which is vital for managing conditions like diabetes or hypertension. A tidy living space reduces allergens, helping those with asthma or allergies breathe easier. And by keeping your home manageable, you're creating a space that welcomes visitors, strengthening relationships with family or friends. For Clara, her daily maintenance routine means she's always ready for an impromptu visit from her neighbors, which keeps her socially connected, a critical factor for mental health in later years. To start, choose 1 or 2 maintenance tasks you can do daily. Maybe it's wiping the bathroom sink each morning or sweeping the entryway each evening. If you live in a smaller space, like an apartment or assisted living, focus on high-use areas like your desk or bedside table. If you're feeling overwhelmed, break tasks into even smaller steps. Wipe one counter today, another tomorrow. The goal is progress, not a spotless house. Drop Habit 5 in the comments if you're ready to try daily maintenance and share which task you'll start with. Your stories fuel this community, and I'm eager to hear how this habit transforms your space. Habit 6. They share the load with loved ones. A clean home isn't a solo mission for seniors with stress-free spaces. They make it a team effort by involving everyone in the household. Whether it's a spouse, a visiting grandchild, or a roommate in assisted living, sharing the responsibility of tidying creates a sense of unity and makes maintaining a home feel lighter. This habit isn't about assigning chores like a drill sergeant. It's about fostering a shared commitment to a space that everyone enjoys, which can strengthen relationships and make cleaning feel less like work and more like a collective act of care. Consider James, a 77-year-old, who lives with his wife and occasionally their adult daughter. Their home is always inviting not because James does it all, but because they've created a family routine. Each evening they spend 10 minutes tidying together. James clears the dining table, his wife sweeps the kitchen floor, and their daughter, when visiting, takes out the recycling. It's not just about the cleaning, James told me. It's about making our home a place we all love to be. This shared effort keeps their space tidy and turns cleaning into a bonding moment, reinforcing their connection as a family. This habit is especially powerful for seniors because it respects physical and emotional limits. If you're managing an illness or reduced energy, relying on others can prevent burnout. It also builds community, which is vital for combating loneliness, a common challenge for those over 60. A 2024 report from the National Institute on Aging highlights that social engagement, even through small shared tasks, can improve mood and cognitive health. By involving others, you're not just keeping your home clean, you're nurturing relationships that support your well-being. Here's how to make it work. Start by having an open conversation with your household, whether it's a partner, family member, or caregiver. Explain that small contributions from everyone can make a big difference. Assign tasks based on ability. A grandchild might put away toys, a spouse could handle dishes, or a friend could help sort mail. Make it fun, play music during your 10-minute tidy up, or turn it into a lighthearted challenge. If you live alone, consider asking a neighbor or friend to join you, occasionally turning cleaning into a social event. For example, James and his wife sometimes invite their neighbor over for coffee and a quick tidy, making it a shared ritual that strengthens their friendship. This habit also supports lifestyle choices. A clean shared space makes it easier to host gatherings, which can boost your social life and emotional health. It reduces stress by spreading the workload, leaving you more energy for hobbies or self-care. And it creates a home that reflects shared values, whether that's hospitality, teamwork, or pride in your space. If mobility or health issues make cleaning tough, adaptive tools like grabbers or lightweight brooms can help everyone contribute without strain. To get started, pick one task to share with someone in your household. Maybe it's clearing the table after dinner or straightening the living room before bed. Set a routine like a nightly 10-minute tidy and celebrate small wins together. If you're in assisted living, involve a caregiver or neighbor in a small way, like organizing a shared space. This habit isn't just about a clean home, it's about building connection and pride in your environment. Comment habit 6 below. If you're ready to share the load, and let me know who you'll involve or how it goes. Your engagement keeps this community alive, and I love hearing your stories. Now, as promised, here's the surprising habit that can instantly transform how serene your home feels. Add a touch of nature. Seniors with the most inviting homes often place a small plant, a vase of fresh flowers, or even a bowl of fruit in a high-impact area like the kitchen or living room. It's not about cleaning, but it elevates the space, making it feel alive and cared for. A 2023 study in the Journal of Aging and Environment found that natural elements in the home can boost mood and reduce stress, especially for seniors. Try placing a low-maintenance plant like a pothos on your counter. It takes seconds to care for, but makes your home feel instantly fresher. Thank you for joining me today. If these habits inspired you, share one thing you learned in the comments and how you'll use it in your life. Your thoughts mean the world to this community. If you found this helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and share with someone who could use these tips. Your support helps me keep creating content to empower and uplift you. See you in the next video.